Hello everybody and welcome back to Better Than Adventure. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Yeah. I've had a lot going on. Busy stuff. Busy life. But, you know, we're back with danger right around the corner. Let me take that thing out. But, yeah, so we're back with no idea what to do and some updates, both in this world and to Better Than Adventure. So, as you can see here, this is a little different. I've kind of trimmed this down. I have this path all the way up here. I got this little area that I don't believe any of that existed before. So, you know, I just put that in there. I was on for a bit a while ago and just thought I'd put in some additions. I was trying to think of how I want this kind of world to go, and I was like, do I need everything recorded on camera? Am I allowed to play on my own? Glad the rain's here. That's going to be great for the bitrate. But that was kind of my thought. And I was thinking of kind of the like the monster kind of thing of just being like, oh, well, you know, I could be on this world and maybe I'll build things off camera and I'll just kind of update as things happen. But, you know, we'll see. I've been kind of stagnant with Minecraft lately. I do have this world with my wife and her siblings and such, and it's a pretty good one. It's modern with a few like random mods here and there. It's a pretty good one. I've been working on some stuff over there and got really heavily into that. And then for a while the server went down. We were on a family vacation thing with her side, and then the power went out where one of her brothers was hosting the server from. He was hosting it off a homemade server, and that went out and completely took out the server, which was that was definitely a fun time. So I was without Minecraft, at least on that world, or on that server, for a good bit. It made me sad. I was working on some big projects over there. This like huge like bridge going on. It kind of had like a walkway thing, but then it had, you know, rails on either side so you can go to and from a place. I was trying to connect our bases because they originally built pretty close to me in spawn, well, they started at spawn, and then I went a little ways because I didn't want to be that weird guy who's like 40,000 million blocks away from spawn when everybody's in one area. And then as soon as I started doing that and already had something established to the point where I'm like, yep, this is the area, they went off and went somewhere else. So I was like, let's connect our bases. Maybe I'll do a cool build over there of my own. And that's kind of the idea there. So I was working on that for a while, and then I don't know. I'm really not that much of a builder. I don't know. Maybe I just lost that magic as I got older. No longer a child, but I just have a hard time coming up with things to build in Minecraft nowadays. It's just so easy for me to just like dig into a little area and call it a day and try and do all that, but actually like building, it's kind of difficult for me. So I'm hoping to be able to come up with some kind of ideas. Like I got this thing. This is kind of cool, I guess, but I don't know. Which I guess also explains some other things. So off camera, I worked on this part of the house here with this path, and this little front garden area. I think it's cool. You know, little uniform here, but you know, I like it. I'm not mad at it. But along with that, I did a little of the classic, the off-camera mining. I'll show you guys down here. So I just have this long hole into the ground that just goes on forever, all the way to the bottom, which is, oops, that's with the hotbar thing. But it is quite low down because I'm pretty high up there. But this goes all the way down to 10, which I think is a good height for diamonds. I don't know. I haven't found any yet, I don't think. But I found this little cave thing, this little area. It goes down there, but it goes up a little bit. So I was only finding like mostly iron and coal, which is good to get a bunch of, but that's mostly what I was finding. I did dig this out like a while ago when I tried to be like, hey, I'll do some off-camera stuff, but, you know, it never really went anywhere. But so anyway, that's kind of the progress update. which it's not really progress, I guess. There really hasn't been much going on. I'm really going into this with no idea. I just thought, let's spin up the game, let's spin up a recording, and let's see what happens. See if anything comes to mind. I've been like scouring the internet for ideas, and I'm like, well, I don't think anyone's gonna care if I copied something, right? But that's only because, like, I think I mentioned before, I thought it'd be cool to like do some like old classic builds or something. Am I missing something here? Is this supposed to be glass? It is. I now have a thing to do. But anyway, so that was kind of the idea, was maybe like do some of those old builds. Like I was thinking about like, you know, trying out some of the builds from the old handbooks, like the official Minecraft handbooks. See if, you know, maybe that could be cool. Or, you know, maybe build some old sets from like famous Minecraft videos or something, like the revenge area from that video. Who knows? It sounds like a cool idea. Might be a lot of work though, at least on the front end, to get things set up and, you know, have a layout of what I want to build. But let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to see. Would love building ideas. That would be like the greatest, because I have no idea. I don't know. I am still trying to, I should just sleep while I'm here. But I am trying to do at least the idea of like, I've got all these islands, I guess, which is cool and all. But I'm like, maybe I build little things on them and connect them. But I don't know what to build on all of them is, you know, it's kind of the problem. I've seen some things where people have been like, you know, like, oh, well, you know, don't put all your things in one area. Like, build a bunch of areas with a purpose. So, you know, like, don't just build one house, put all your storage, all your stuff in here. Like, separate it out. Like, have, like, a storage building. Have a building where you do all your smelting. Like, those kinds of things. And I think it's a good idea. I just don't know exactly what to do with those either. So I don't know, like, whether I want those, like, all in one area, at least. So at least they're not too far away, or, you know, who knows. But I like this. This will probably be, like, the main house for a long while. I think it's neat. You know, it's definitely something. But I need to fill in this area. And that is something I'm not sure of what I want to do. Because it's not that much space, and I feel like I should have something a little bigger here. But I'm not even sure what I should put here. You know? Wait. I might have an idea. So, over here, we have a dog. I don't have a name for this dog. If I did name him when I got him, I don't remember what it is. So, I think we build him a little house. And we'll put that over here. And that'll be the thing. Sure, why not? We're going to build a doghouse today. Look at that pig over there. I also figured out how to properly zoom. I always set zoom to Z because it makes sense. Z for zoom. Did a decent spot. But in here it's C. So, you know, random aside. But anyway, so let's get to that. I'm going to dig this out, not knowing what I'm going to do with it. I'm probably going to replace it all with dirt and then change that. But that gives us an area to start, I guess. I don't think I want it to be too big. At least something a little small, a little quaint, give him some room to be around in there, even though he's just going to sit still until the end of his days, as is how Minecraft pets always work. You know, it's an idea. But there's also like, okay, so getting back on the topic of like, you know, being like, ooh, could I just like copy a design from somebody or like copy an idea? I could, and it could be fun, but then I'm like, how? And how do I do it without feeling like I'm just taking too much? You know, because I mean, it is my world. It's my series. I can do what I want with it. And, you know, if I take something directly, like, I'm not going to be like, look what I came up with on my own. I'm obviously going to reference where it came from and how I got to that. Probably have my own spin on things, but, you know, there was, what series was it? There was someone who was trying to do a kind of like going through updates style series, which I've tried to do before. This is like deep channel lore. I doubt anyone who's watching these now would know, but when I first was trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, make Minecraft videos, like a long time ago, I tried to do a series called Through the Updates, and I was gonna go through starting from the version I remember to earliest playing, which I think was beta 1.4. That was the current version when I started playing Minecraft. I was gonna start there, and then I was gonna go all the way forward to like the current snapshot, I think it was at the time. Because that was like right around when the snapshot phase was getting like big, and that was the thing that Mojang was doing. So I was gonna do that, and I tried it like multiple times. It just did not go. But anyway, so this guy was actually doing it, but bro went all the way back to like alpha and was like developing this whole world as he went on. And it was really cool. I think, oh, Poptavius. I think that was the guy. You know what? I'm going to go look it up. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I found him. It is Poptavius. He did a series. He called it Old Minecraft. And he kind of like went through, and then like there were a couple updates where he stopped for a bit and sat on that one, and then updated a little later, which is I think is a valid method. Makes sense. It's pretty cool. But he did that. He was also the guy who I remember I saw this video way before I actually like watched his old Minecraft series. He did one called I Beat InDev, and if you guys remember, like back in the day when like InDev was just like, this is your like big chunk of land, that's it. It's just water forever after that, before InfDev, before we had infinite generation. And he was like, I beat InDev, and just completely developed the entire like island that you get. And it was a really cool video. Definitely recommend him. He's bigger than me, obviously, but still, go check him out. Very cool video, that one alone. But his old Minecraft series is really cool. And there's like a lot of cool stuff that like I was watching it, and I'm like, this is like old Minecraft to me. This feels like old Minecraft. And I don't know. I really enjoyed it. So go check that stuff out. Of course, finish this video, and then you can go check other people out. I recommend. Anyway, I was getting to a point. Oh, like he had a lot of build styles that I was like, this would be really cool to like, do something with. And I really liked the way he was doing things. And like he was doing these things where he would like dig out, like he was digging these big tunnels into these like little chunk pieces of like a few blocks at a time, with slabs separating each of these smaller chunks. Not like an actual like Minecraft chunk of 16 by 16, but like little bits of like 5 blocks, and then like stone slab things. And he would use those as a way to base off and like dig off all these little rooms and like areas. And it was all within just a tunnel connecting from one area of his world to another. And it was just really cool. And I like the style of that. And I was like, man, that would be really cool. Kind of like take that idea. So I don't know, maybe I'll kind of take some of that inspiration. We'll see. Anyway, let me map this out here. Probably maybe like right there. And then I'll have the house. Maybe I'll do this, because I want this to be even. So I figured this out. Because of how I did this, this is even in the middle, which means that these do not connect the proper way. So I'll show you real quick. So cobblestone would go there, and it's not in the corner. However, if you were to come on this side, it would be in the corner and would not connect, and that would. I guess since it's here, I'll leave it. Just as a sign of my hubris. Yeah, I goofed that up. So let's not goof this up, and let's build this properly. So, what do I want a doghouse to look like? That is a very good question. I don't know. I don't know at all. So I think, because we'll have like a little door here, and man, it is daytime or nighttime very quickly. I don't remember. There's like some rotation, like this is like the rotation thing to where like you can make it not do that, but I haven't quite figured it out because I'm dumb. So we're just gonna, okay. Apparently we're not gonna do the old method of just doing this, but I don't know. I just like the way that this looks a little better. I think it's fits the beta aesthetics a bit more. That's just me. Okay, there we go. All right, we have somewhat of a frame. This is what we will work with, ladies and gentlemen. But first I sleep. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll find some ideas, inspirations. Maybe you guys in the comments give me some ideas on something to build. Even if it's not like, I don't know. Because I'm also looking for like ideas for being like, oh, build this kind of a building. And I just have to figure out how that would look. Or something like that. That would be pretty good. Ooh, what if I did this? I'm trying also to like, I mean, this is better than adventure and it adds all this extra stuff. I understand going back to beta and trying to build with that palette, but I'm like, you know, maybe I should just try and take advantage of this and try and do something interesting here. So, you know, let's take advantage of the cool blocks it gives and try something. So I'm thinking actually, yeah, maybe I just do this like an actual doghouse, right? But big. Like you guys know, like the doghouse is like a little, just like a little bit of a tube, and then it's got the roof and then a little door. That's kind of it. It's just like a thing, and that's it. So maybe I'll try and do that. That could be cool, right? Yeah. How much longer? Maybe like here. I'm gonna do that and that. Boom. How high did this go? 3? I can count. That is 3. Ow. All right. I need my dirt back. Got that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now this might be janky, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, so I would have that. Well, I mean, yes, but no, but sure. Right. All right, now we have a doorway. See, this is already coming into being like something here. This is cool. This is gonna be cool. All right. I'm just gonna fill all this in, and then I'll put the windows in after. That should be cool, I believe. All right, what kind of floor would a dog like? I'm thinking maybe like like wool, like a carpet kind of a vibe. That could be nice. I don't know if I want to do like a hardwood. I mean, maybe that could be good, but if I learned anything from having dogs myself, you know, as they get older and they start slipping around like their paw pads and, you know, their nails on like slippery surfaces, like, you know, if it were to be like a stone, like a smooth stone or tile or you know, like a hardwood, you know, it's just not that comfortable, I'm sure, in the old age. So we'll do some wool. Or not, you know, that that could also be. Oh, I have like none. If I were to do wool, what color should I do? These are the questions we must ask. Okay. Yes, I hear you. Okay, so I think I'm definitely gonna do wool, like a little wool floor. The outside. So I like this. Maybe I'll do stairs of a variety. Maybe I'll do brick stairs. Brick could be cool. Actually, you know what? I have a different idea. I've seen enough clay around. I can afford to cook all this up and use it, I think. Sure. Give me this. Okay, yeah, I have some saplings. That'll even it out, I think. Okay. So, let's get these going. Get some bricks cooking up because I'm gonna try and use brick somewhere in here because brick is a cool block that I don't build with enough. This is a horribly inefficient manner of doing this, but my inventory is a little full right now, so I don't really care. It is what it is. All right, so we have that, but let me, because I was thinking of doing like maybe these front sides could be brick, and then maybe like just the sides are like the wood. Because I like this framing, but I would want a way to hide that this is brick. You know? What? Okay, that is cool. I didn't know about that. I do now. How does this look? Yeah, maybe not. What if I did this instead and just did these edges and did like see, now we're gonna, yeah, I like that a lot better. I think I'm gonna keep it. Yep, I like that a lot better. That is much cooler. Little accent of brick, and then maybe I'll do brick stairs along the top there. If I can open my door, I should put pressure plates over there. Something. That'll be good. Brick stairs. I probably need a few more. Let me see. What was it? R. Yeah. See, I figured this out. I spent this whole time being like, oh, I wish there was some kind of a, you know, way to know what to craft and how to craft it. It's been here the whole time. Feel like I've mentioned that in another video, but yeah, that's just the way the news goes. So let's find, can I search up brick? Interesting. Oh, I think I know why that's like that. Okay, yeah. I probably just have to craft them. I'll just work with that. But I think I know why that is. So this will lead me into something I was going to talk about earlier. But I got a little caught up talking about the updates of Justice World and then going on some kind of a tangent about something else because apparently that's all I'm good for these days. But Better Than Adventure received some updates. Pretty big one. I think it's version 8 on 8.0.1 or something like that right now. You know, patch bug fix updates. But like big full release, apparently it's a big like Nether update and there is some other stuff to it. I didn't really look too deep into it yet. There's obviously like probably some things I would like to know so I know to check them out, but also there's a lot of things I was like, you know, I want to figure it out while I'm in here. Kind of like Infinitive Pluses where I'm like, I want to like experience things for myself and try to learn what's going on here. There's been big update, but yeah, I think it was mostly focused on the Nether with, of course, you know, probably some other things in there, but I think it was mostly the Nether. So maybe we finally got to check that out. I guess it's a good thing I never looked at it yet because now we can have this whole cool, fresh experience together. So that'll be neat. Should I go one further? Does it not need that? I don't think it needs that, to be completely honest. I think it's fine. Right? I feel like going one more on the sides is too much. This is too much. I mean, I don't have a top yet either, but I feel like this is too much. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put them on there and then I'll finish the roof and then we'll check that out. What is the other? Does that not work if I do that? Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, so maybe we'll have to check that out sometime soon. I need diamonds. I don't have like any. Actually, I could check while I'm in here. Lapis. I have 4. That is enough for a pickaxe. So maybe, just maybe we go get some obsidian and check out the Nether. I don't know if that's a this episode thing because I'm building a doghouse. And that's probably going to be it because I don't want this thing to go on forever. But we'll have to check that out now that there's this whole big update surrounding it. So maybe next episode. That'd be pretty cool. Nice little Nether adventure. I think we will do that. But for now, we're going to finish the doghouse. I don't know what exactly they did or added, but apparently it's a big overhaul. Like lots of cool new stuff has been added. So I am a little curious to check it out. No idea how dangerous it'll be. Because I think they've already added some Nether stuff, I think. Like there's like Nether coal or something, if I remember correctly. From like reading some wiki stuff or something. So there's definitely some stuff they already had, but I think this is new. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna do, because this is a little. I need lighting. Technically, nothing's gonna spawn up here because it's slabs, but can't be too careful. Perfect amount of slabs. Look at me go. Yeah, we'll have to check out that nether. Okay, so doghouse. Doghouse. I like this. This is cool. So now we gotta give Pup some windows. Maybe I'll do like some of this action. Something like that. Does that look good? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good, right? Oh, that looks like that. I mean, I guess should be fine. I always do that. I always build this stuff and then I forget that things look different from the inside to the outside, and proportionality is all weird, but whatever. It is what it is. We're rolling with it. Okay, so he's gonna have that. Ooh, yeah, let's do this. Recessed lighting. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Lots of stuff in the water. Nope, not that. That. Look at that creeper over there. I think I'm gonna go sleep. Okay. I think the doghouse is coming along. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's coming along. I think it's coming along great. I do have music turned off, but apparently they have like some new tracks or something from a composer that they're working with. They might have already done tracks for Better Than Adventure. I don't really recall. I played this with music off and I record because I put my own in after. But it was pretty cool. It was definitely pretty interesting. I don't know exactly how to feel it, but it's pretty nifty. And they had like little, what do they call them? Toasts, I think. Like up in this corner. I don't know if yeah, you can see my mouse. So up in this corner, it'd show up and tell you what song's playing. And I think that's pretty neat. That's just me. Okay. What exactly was my plan coming up here? I started rambling and now I'm confused. Glass. Glass. Where was glass? See, I clearly haven't played in this world long enough because I don't have any of this memorized. It is very foggy. I will say that is the one thing I'm not really that big of a fan of. I know like the seasons are cool and all, but like the fog just turning to this, I'm not the biggest fan because it makes my like, it doesn't just put fog there. It like makes all the colors of everything look a little weird and things look more faded, kind of like the old like console versions, which is cool, but like not exactly what I'm playing for. So I don't know. But there we go. He's got torches, so he's got lighting. I'll have windows. Maybe put some art up on the wall or something. I don't know. Sure, let's put some art up on the wall so he can admire it. I don't have any paintings. And I have like no sticks. Classic. I'm just gonna take from this wool, it'll be fine. And what was it again? I think it was, no. There it is. I can kind of look over all these paintings. So I think some of these are like actual like Zetterstrand paintings that just were never in the game, but like they added in here as pixelated version, which is really cool. Trying to see, I think these are like these are 3x3s? 'Cause those are 2, well, no, maybe not. Well, these are 2x2, I think. Wait, no. Yes, these are 2x2. Yeah, I don't know. Is this a 3x3? Okay. Yes. Okay. But let's see what I can put in here. Okay, it wouldn't go there though. That? Yeah. I don't quite know. How about that? Okay, so if it doesn't fit, it just doesn't go in the wall. Good to know. I don't know. I mean, these are cool. The blanket. These don't exactly fit on the wall properly, which is part of the problem. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with this guy. It's classic, right? Yeah. Classic art. Okay. I don't know what died there, but it was something. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like all weird. I hear you, dog. Skeletons, too. Yeah, we'll have to give them a name. So if you guys have any ideas in the comments, throw them in there. We'll see if anything gets picked. There are no sheep. Which makes sense, because I'm actively looking for sheep, which is why there are no sheep. Because that is how Minecraft works. As soon as you need something, nada. Nothing. There's my boat. Do I need all this brick? I don't need all this brick anymore. Stairs go in there. Guess that could go in there with this. Sure. And all this other junk on me. But whatever. I'm just looking for sheep. Okay, this has happened. Hello? That has happened a couple times. I've been getting stuck on that trap door. Who knows why that's happening? There's skeleton. Oh, it's a little cave. Ow. There's a little cave under here. It's probably where they're all at. But wool! Look at that. We take that. Okay. So now, side quest. This episode's getting a little up there, but who knows what it'll cut down to anyway, so it should be fine. Yeah, see, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. That's cute. That's fun. We'll roll with it. Sheep? I think I saw a sheep. Guys, I think I saw a sheep. Let's get him. There, yeah. Move, cows. Oh, come on. Get a life, loser. Looks like he can't get ahead. Yeah, okay. That was bad. I know. One. What? Well, maybe that wasn't one. I had less wool than that. Okay. Time to learn this. Do you regrow wool? I don't know. Would this tell me? Nope, not that. This. You do! Praise be. Cool. So I can I'll just chill here. And you'll just give me more wool, right? I'm curious. Can I look up any more about the mobs? Creatures. No? Thanks, Chief. Sheep? Provide wool. Can be found in most biomes. That's about it. Okay. Valid. Fair enough. But oh, yeah, there you go. There's the version. 8.0.1. Oh. Why did you have to be here? Anyway, I think there should be enough. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it is. But I did all of that go just to come to here. I don't think I have a good way up over there. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't like the way this water looks, though. It is creepy. I'm not a big open water fan. I'm very terrified of things like the ocean and like deep lakes and stuff like that. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Let me get this while I'm here. Come here, pig. You shall be dinner. Should be enough. Do I even have... I probably don't have anything to get what I want here. No. I don't think I do. Sad looking blue flower. Will that give me blue dye? Light blue dye. You know what? I can roll with some light blue. I can roll with some light blue. All right, let's see here. What do we got? 3, 5, so 50, 16 pieces. Should work. Oh, wow, look at that. Just enough. Yeah, this will look nice, right? Nice little good floor. I don't know how to make it a little doggy bed. I don't know. Let me see. Is there anything else I can do with wool? Make bed. I can make white wool. Do paintings. You can put wool around a dye and get the thing. That makes sense. Is there like a cushion? No, that's just not gonna help me. I don't know. Hold on. Let me check the internet real quick. Okay, I looked it up. There is something. You can make a seat. And I believe it is like so. Aha! Seat. Nice. Make a little dog bed. Cool. Sit down and relax. Can I dye it? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the red. The red's kind of cool looking. I also need to figure out like this pathing has lighting, but I want to figure out like lampposts. I might take the thing off of Scotland from Zach Scott's series because I like those lampposts with the glowstone. But we'll have to see how they look. So, anyway, here we go. I don't know what to do for lighting. Maybe I'll just do that. That'll work. We'll do like a little seat in the corner. Yeah. Is there like something I can use as like a bowl? Okay. Nothing too much. Hi. Hi. Okay. That's lovely. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go. Maybe I'll just put water in the floor and call that a day. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, there's really not like any good things to try. Like, I don't know. I'll just put water in the floor and call it a day. We'll live with that. So let me sleep. I think. There we go. All right. Cool. We've slept. Oh. I want stone 2. There we go. I'll just grab this. This should be fine. Is there anything I can put away? Sure. Food chest. Flower chest. Sapling chest. Technically. You guys can stay in there. What? Get out of there. Okay. Coolio. This is not good. This is, as they say, not good at all. Okay. You would think I would have learned my lesson from last time. I don't know if it was last episode. It might have been last episode of this, but I might have blown up the dock a little bit. Okay, this is just getting ridiculous. There we go. I need to eat. Yeah, that's what you get, homeboy. Are you kidding? Okay. I had this happen too. No? I had this get blown up the other day too when I was like jumping on here to like try and get some ideas on what to build and do a little bit more like resource gathering. Same deal. It was not fun. See, I also don't know how to feel about this. All this grass keeps coming back. I don't want this grass. Say lovey. Do I have? I do. Good. Okay, so he's got a little seat. And I will give him a little thing for water. Here. Maybe I'll do like something like this. Well, I don't want to make that all there. But I also feel like it's weird if it's touching the wool. Maybe I'll give him like a little bit in the, maybe like this corner. Let's do this. I don't know. It's fine. Just don't think about it too hard. It's not a big deal. Just don't think too hard about it. Boom. He's got a little bit of water. That was really loud. I see you. Is that ice? It is ice. Huh. It did turn to winter at some point when I was on here the other day too, so I think it's probably left over from that. It all melted. Just changed seasons and was like, okay, cool, we're done with that. Like, sure, I guess. Why not? All right, let me get back over there and I'll come back. Okay, and we're back. Here we go. Nice. So, we have nice recessed lighting. We have some windows. We have a little cushion. We have some art. I don't know what else a dog could want, really. So, now I just need to figure out door. Do I do fence gate? Maybe I could do fence gate. I'll do fence gate. That should be fine. Do I have one? I do. Look at that. All right, dog. Come on with me. He'll be here eventually. Oh, see, there you go. Boom. Dog in the house. Dog in the doghouse. I mean, technically, I think you could drown in that, but we're not gonna think too hard about that. How do I... You get over here. No, get... Okay, what if... Okay, brother. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. There you go. Now you can sit into here. You have a nice little doghouse. You have art. You have a bed and water. What more could you ask for? And that is a doghouse with the painting not loading when I get too far away. Fair enough. But there we go. Nice. He's got his own little crib over here. Love that. Probably put some lighting over here. There we go. Last 2 torches. It really wasn't, but we'll put some over there. And boom, there we go. That should be looking pretty good. Nice. So now we do have something that ends here. And it doesn't take up too much space. Kind of fills this area nicely. And kind of completes this little area, I think. And it kind of matches the house a little bit. It's a little bit different color, but you know, it's got a similar enough palette. And it's different enough. I think the birch works well. Matches the white of the dog, I think. So, pretty good. I'm not mad at that. I like that. Hopefully you guys do too. And hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I apologize for the long absence here. But, you know, life got busy. A little burnt out. And a little bit of, you know, just I don't know what to do. So we figured something out. I have one idea. Done. But please leave a comment. Leave some ideas. Even if it's, you know, nothing too crazy. Just be like, build like a clock tower. Like, that's something I can work with. That's something I can be like, yep, that is a goal. That is something I can do. I might do a lot more off camera in this world. I'll try not to do a lot of building off camera. You know, maybe a little bit of stuff like pathway connecting or something. But probably more towards resource gathering and maybe some planning for where other builds might go. Things like that would be cool. So might be a little bit, you know, maybe put this more towards like, maybe I'll build some things, but it's also kind of more acting as like, here's an update of what's been going on in this world since last time. Who knows? Let me know what you guys want to see. You know, if you guys want something specific with this, or if you're just down to just let me do my thing and see what happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that there will be more coming out at a little bit of a better rate. Keep an eye out for more of this, more Minecraft Infinite. this is something. It's Minecraft Infinite now. You'll understand. But keep an eye out for all the stuff on the channel. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see. If you guys want me to play like some other games or something. See what I have. Or, you know, if you want to see more Minecraft specifically, or just different things in these worlds, or, you know, whatever you want to see, let me know in the comments. And, you know, do all the fun stuff, I guess. Subscribe, like, or whatever. I don't know. If you didn't like any of this, then don't do those things. That's just how this works. But if you did enjoy, that'd be cool. But I don't need it. Because while I appreciate all your support, I'm just doing this for the love of the game. If anything else comes of it, so be it. Of utmost importance, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.